Morning, cats. What's happening? Good to have you join me this morning. It is a crispy spring morning. Beautiful blue sky. But the temperatures went down almost to freezing last night. So we had to take a few precautions because already we've been getting ready for camping season, making some preparations. Now, you know that we got this, I call it the Hemi. It's a Forest River Salem hemisphere, so we call it the Hemi. But I've been making preparations with the Hemi, getting it ready to go camping. Now, I don't mean to brag or boast. I know we do have some nice stuff. For one, we got some nice property here. But we also have a nice motorcycle, a nice truck, another vehicle, our camper. But I'll tell you what, V and I worked darn long and hard to get to where we are today. If I could encourage anybody, young people especially, find a career that's going to be stable, that's going to earn you some enough money that you can set up a good retirement. Perhaps they got a 401k plan. If you get a public service job, public employee's job, they usually have a pretty darn good retirement system. That's what I spent my career in, and I stuck it out. A lot of people, they want to retire so bad. They throw the towel in early. And you're better off just to stick with it, suffer through it, put in the years, put in the time, get your full retirement in. And then, like V and I, when you do retire, you got a nest egg and you got some money stashed away. Now, we just didn't depend on retirement, but we had some investment funds that we put money into, where you direct deposit. You set it up so that money comes right out of your paycheck every month. Boop, goes in another account, and you just pretend it's not even there. And over the years, it really makes a huge difference and offers you an opportunity to get some of these nice things that normally you wouldn't be able to afford. But anyway, enough said about that. Been getting the Hemi ready to go camping here. Hopefully we can get a few camping trips in under our wing this summer. This trailer is 34 foot from one end to the other. It's pretty big, and it's more than comfortable for the two of us. We found this RV at the big RV show in Cleveland years ago. And out of 300 different RVs we went through, this one had exactly everything we wanted. And we stuck with it. And we've been happy with it ever since. It's got a couple of slide outs. This section right here is a slide out, so you see it slides out from the side, and there's a slide out on the opposite side as well. It has a power canopy that comes out. It'll come out clear out to here. I just keep it open enough right now to cover the slide out so that debris from the trees won't lay up there. So when you slide it in, you don't have that stuff. You probably noticed in one of my previous videos that I had the cover on this thing. So the first thing I had to do was take the cover off. And that wasn't such an easy job as I thought. I thought, well, I'll unbuckle it from the bottom and I'll just pull it right off of there. Well, not so easy, because up on the roof you've got the air conditioner, you've got the sewer vent, you've got the TV antenna, and that cover's snagged on everything. I had to climb up onto the roof. On the back of the trailer there's an access ladder, and it's no easy chore for a big fellow like me to grab hold of this thing and climb up there on that roof. It feels a little unstable to me, but you gotta do what you gotta do. It was winterized with antifreeze through the water system, so the first thing I had to do was flush the water system out. And I got enough hose. I run hose from the house all the way out here, and around here on the back side then I can hook the hose up to what they call the city water connection there. and that just runs from the hose straight to the water faucets, the toilet and everything, using the water pressure coming in from the hose. So I hooked the hose up there and I flushed everything out, and all the pink antifreeze ran through the system until it was clear. I also flushed the water tank out. The hot water tank sits behind this panel. This little nut right here, when you unscrew that and pull it out, that's what they call an anode. It's probably about, I don't know, 7-8 inches long. Now, after a few years, you got to replace those anodes. They kind of wear out. They corrode, and I'm not sure what the whole process is, but when you heat water, you have to have that anode in there. So after I flushed the water tank out, I put a new anode in there, tightened it up, flipped the water heater on. There's a little switch here you can flip on and off. So the water heater's on, and I can feel it. There's heat coming out of there now. So we do have hot water. Heading inside here. I put the drawer back in, but when this drawer's pulled all the way out, you have to remove the drawer, and then back in this panel is where the water heater sits. And there's a 3 bypass valves that have to be flipped for springtime use, or for summer use. In the wintertime, they get closed off, and that basically shuts off your water heater to any water flow that would go through the lines. So you drain your water heater tank. There's no need to fill it up with antifreeze. It's completely drained out. And then the rest of the system has the antifreeze in it. So in the spring, I have to flip those bypass valves so the water flows through the water heater again. Wasn't quite done with the water system at that point yet. There's one more thing that I do every year. I take the hose off of the city water connection and I put it on the freshwater connection. Now this fills my water tank full. And I unscrew the hose up by the house and I pour, maybe about a 1/4 cup of bleach into the end of the hose. Screw it back onto the spigot up there and turn it on, and the bleach comes through and goes in there, and I completely fill that water tank, and then I let it sit for a few hours, and that'll kill any bacteria that may be laying in that water tank, because that tank sat there all winter with nothing in it, and if there was any water laying in the bottom of that water tank, it goes stagnant over the winter months. So now it's all been flushed out, drained completely back out again, and I still need to refill it when we're ready to go camping again. On the grounds that we get a campsite that doesn't have a water hookup. If we rent a campsite that has water hookup, I can just run the hose right into and I don't have to fill the water tank up. The propane tanks are full, ready to go. Everything's in good working order. Refrigerators work. I have an outdoor kitchen here. Well, that's what they call it. It's not much of a kitchen. It has a refrigerator. So the refrigerator's on. It's cold now, and we can start putting stuff in there. I just keep, soda and water in there for now. I'm going to talk about that right now, but we'll go inside. The neat thing about having an RV like this, the coolest thing about having this is that, when you want to go on a trip, you don't always have to load up everything. You don't have to pack your duffel bag, your suitcase, because you can already have everything here. That's the cool thing. Let's look in the bathroom here for a second. We've already got towels. We've got toilet paper, among other things. We got a medicine cabinet there full of toothbrush, toothpaste. everything we need, so we don't have to worry about packing that stuff when we go camping. The kitchen drawer, all the silverware we need, wax paper, tin foil, pots and pans, coffee maker. So we got everything here. We got plates, bowls, napkins, pretty well stocked. So basically what we end up doing when we go on a camping trip, then all we have to do is grab some food, throw it in the refrigerator, and make sure we have enough to eat for our trip, and then maybe bring along some clean clothes, whatever we want to wear. I keep a jacket, another pair of shoes in here. So, you know, it's like, okay, oh no, I forgot to bring a jacket and it's cold. Nope, I have a jacket. Keep me warm. That's the cool thing about having an RV like this. Now, you know, back in the day, I'd take the Harley and we'd sleep on the ground. That's not going to happen anymore, though. Nah, I'm 66 years old. I'm not about sleeping on the ground anymore. My back can't take it. My shoulders can't take it. And it would just be a very restless sleep. And I'm not into that. I like to have a good night's sleep. Now, the other thing is, you know, if you've been watching this channel, you know that my wife has been suffering with the small cell lung cancer. She's been through so many different treatments, chemotherapy, continuing chemo treatments. She's been through numerous radiations, surgeries. I can't tell you everything that girl's been through. Then there's a lot of other side complications that come with it. So, you know, we still like to do fun things. Taking long trips on the bike is too hard for us now. Yeah, we like to ride, and we can still take rides locally and have some fun and enjoy it. But she certainly doesn't have the stamina to sit on that bike all day and go for an extended ride. So we find other options. And one of the best options we found is with our Hemi there, because it has all the comforts of home. It has a queen size bed, and that's another thing I wanted to show you. That was an improvement that I did this year on the bed. This is not the original mattress. Get some light on. We bought one of these hybrid mattresses, so it's very comfortable. The other thing I did this year, though, was that I bought a dual control electric blanket. All I can show you here is the controller, but that's the controller for my side. There's one over on her side of the bed, and she gets cold. I don't. I'm warm-blooded. So the electric blanket can heat up her side, and I can leave my side off, and I can stay cool, and she can be toasty as a bug in a rug there with that new electric blanket set up. I had originally ordered an electric blanket online because I was having a lot of trouble finding a dual control one like that's split in the middle, that heats each side separately. And so I went shopping online, and I found one, and I bought it, and it came. UPS delivered it, and lo and behold, it was just a single control. One control heats the whole bed. And I thought, no, if she cranks that thing up to 10, I'm going to be like a turkey roasting in the oven. I can't deal with that. So I had to go through all the hassle to ship it back. Well, probably about 20 minutes from here, south of here, is Wooster, Ohio, and there is a store there called Ollie's. And she wanted to check it out one day, so one of those wintry, crappy days, we drove down to Wooster, and we went to this Ollie's. And lo and behold, there on the shelf they had all these electric blankets, and there they had the same one, dual control, for like $30 less than what I paid for it online with free shipping. So I snagged that thing up right away, and it's on our bed out there now, so we're going to sleep in comfort. I can't wait to go on our first camp out here, so we're eager to get out, and we're looking forward to that here soon. I got to pull the kayak down and get it ready to go, because we'll do some boating too. We'll take the kayak out on the water and enjoy a little bit of that too. It's fun when you take the kayak because it's real stealth, it's real quiet. And you can go like up the river or go places, you know, where other boats normally can't go. And you'll see all kinds of wildlife, and it's pretty cool. And it's a very stable boat, so I can put the cameras in there and stuff. I don't have to worry about it tipping over or anything. And you know, take pictures, do movies or whatever. So that's the deal today. It is a Saturday here, and we've got a lot of stuff to do. Thanks for joining us, and we are very grateful for your support. Thanks for praying for my wife and for your concerns with her too. Give the video a thumbs up, please, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. We would love to have you on board. Until next time, cats, we'll catch you later.